Hello, hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna give this a second to make sure people are hopping on before I get started. So if you're here, say hello. Maybe I'll see comments. We all know on Facebook it may not happen. Say hello, tag your planner. And like I said, in about, I don't know, like 30 seconds to a minute, we'll get started. I'm very excited to be here. I will be showing you guys the Expert line, which is part of the EX line. It's a bigger line, it's luxurious. It is a line that is going to blow your senses, which is one of the things I love about it. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you exactly how to use the products and who the products are for. So, I can't see comments, but that's okay. I'm sure you're here making comments. Okay, so first things first, my name is Sally Fiala. I currently live in Williamsburg, Virginia. My husband was military in the Navy, and so we moved all over the place, and we've retired here to my hometown. Go figure. So I am a retired military spouse at this point. I'm a former flight attendant. I did that for a very long time. And I'm a dog mom and a stepmom to 2 adult children. So I am 45 years young. We'll say young. And so I have been just blown away by this particular line. Okay, so I want you guys to tell me really quickly, I was going to ask you a quick question. What product so far has you the most excited? Like the one that you're thinking about, oh, I really need this product. Put that in the comments and then tag your planner, because I'd like to see which ones are really making you excited so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I always say that self-care is a treat. It's a privilege. And so many of us do not take time for self-care. We find a way to talk ourselves out of it and say, oh, I only have like this amount of time to like take off my makeup, and I can use a makeup wipe, and I'm not going to worry about washing my face. I'm not going to worry about any of the things that you know we should be doing with my skin. And I'm going to challenge you today to take a different philosophy. You deserve to have 5 to 7 minutes of self-care. And that's what this will give you, because it feels so luxurious and it's such a sensory experience. This whole line, it's really incredible. The EX line in particular is great for all skin types. It doesn't matter if you're sensitive, you're acne prone, you're oily, you're dry, if you have rosacea, if you have melasma or hyperpigmentation. So if you were worried when you watched an earlier video about the Radiansum line and you thought, oh, I'm not maybe eligible for that, like maybe that's not going to be the right fit for me, don't worry, because this one will. This one has changed my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my skincare, just because I want to talk a little bit while we do this. So the first things first is this Puricell oil cleanser. I was somebody who's always been kind of acne prone. I can break out pretty quickly with my hormones. And I was terrified of oil, but this guy right here does not cause me any problems. So I can put that out there. It's great for sensitive skin types, all skin types. I like to start with this because I always double cleanse at night. All right. I take 1 pump onto my hands. It'll say 2 to 3 pumps, but trust me when I say you don't need that much. This stuff is amazing. It's very affordable. That's one of the great things about the line. This line, when you price it out, by the way, is about like $38 per product. I just bought something before I got this line that was $330 for 1 product. It's embarrassing to admit, but it's true. This particular product does take off all your makeup. It also takes off all of your sunscreen and any dirt and impurities on top of the skin. That's really important. If you're not double cleansing, you're going to hear us say it a lot, but it's really, really important. You want to make sure you get that first layer taken off, right? That's how we start prepping the skin to be able to absorb all these amazing nutrients that are going to come from our serums, our booster, our gels, etc., our creams. Okay, so this is the very first part of it. You can just go ahead and wipe it off with like water, but I'm gonna take mine off with a washcloth today. You can use this on your eyes. I had LASIK last week, so I'm being a little bit more sensitive about putting anything on my eyes, but it takes off my eye makeup and it's gentle and I love it. If you have super sensitive skin, you can double cleanse with this twice too. This is not a one size fits all type of skincare. It's very personalized, which is why we want to show you all these products, because we really want to make sure that you know what your options are. This one is great because it really does allow you to see all the products and then be able to choose between which ones you like, which ones you want to reorder. It's just such a great line. I am going to move on next to the active powder. It's an active cleanup powder. You can also use a snow enzyme cleanser. By the way, I've had this almost 3 months and I still have some left. And I use it twice a day. So this lasts quite a while, okay? If you are not somebody who overuses your product. But everybody's talked about this a lot, so I figured it's kind of perfect that I'm able to use this active cleanup powder just because I like to exfoliate. So I have very normal to balanced skin. I don't have a broken skin barrier. Why is this important? If you are somebody who has a broken skin barrier, what that means is you could have dry skin, flaking skin. You could have really sensitive skin. You could have rosacea. You could be acne prone. Those are people that typically have these skin barriers that are stripped and unable to take on harsh products. So when we talk about some of these exfoliants and stuff, just remember you don't have to use it as much as I do. You're gonna figure out for you what's best for you, and your planner is also going to kind of guide you to let you know, hey, we take this slowly when we get into this skincare. We don't go full on, we take it slowly, we try the products so we know how our skin's reacting with it, okay? And eventually we get to this skin barrier that is not compromised and we're able to use pretty much everything, which is really cool. So this one is an actual physical exfoliant. So you can see it comes out, it looks kind of like salt and it's really kind of neat. And you just take a little bit of water into your hands and you rub it. And you use this one to 3 times a week. I use it 3 times a week. Typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I forgot yesterday, so it kind of really worked out that today I got to use it. So why is this different than the Snow Enzyme Cleanser? So this one really removes that stubborn, dry skin, and it's adhered to your skin. So a lot of people don't even realize that they're not shedding their skin. Especially as we get older, we don't shed it as fast as when we're younger. If you're like over 60, I was reading somewhere, it can actually take almost 60 to 90 days for your skin to shed the way it used to. So that's a long time. And we want this stuff to come off because we want to be able to put these wonderful ingredients on our skin to start seeing improvement in our skin. This one also is really important for those of us that have melasma and hyperpigmentation. You have to exfoliate your skin in order to see improvements with that. You have to use some type of exfoliant. But the key is with that is that you want something gentle. You don't need to be using harsh BHAs, AHAs, tretinoin, and retinoids, retinols. We don't have to go down that path anymore because Riman has come up with stuff like this that allows you to keep your skin barrier intact while also having it have skin cell turnover. It's so cool. So again, this is a chemical and mechanical exfoliator, okay? 1 to 3 times a week. Who is this great for? People who have a difficult time with their skin turning over. Again, if you have very sensitive skin, start slowly. But you're gonna love the product. People rave about this. Here we are. Okay. So now I'm gonna let my skin kind of dry. I'm gonna pat it down and we're gonna move on to the next product. So we cleansed, and now with the whole Riman philosophy, we go on to hydration. Okay, so hydration is super important. And hydration, we talk about it in two different ways. Hydration is important for dehydrated skin, and that is skin that is not dry, but it's dehydrated. So if you have dull skin, if you notice that your skin just really absorbs product into it, and it just feels kind of dry, but it's not flaking, that's dehydrated skin. If you have dry skin, it flakes, it burns, it hurts, and it's chronic, right? This guy right here is amazing. This is the Vietan Oil Mist, okay? This is great for, again, dehydrated and dry skin because it has, I don't know if you can kind of see it, maybe right along here, but it actually is dual phase. So what does that mean? It means it has water and it has oil in it. So you shake it up and you're gonna apply it all over your skin. Now, for some people who are acne prone, this is probably something that you might want to avoid until your skin can tolerate it. But for people who, again, suffer with dry skin, they love this product. It can be used several times a day. It does not have to be used just while you're doing the products. You can do it over makeup, but it's just a great way to like bring some hydration to the skin and keep it moisturized throughout the day. The other thing that it does is it holds the water into the skin. So again, we lose water so quickly. This allows us to really keep the water in our skin because that's super important. It also has vitamin C and E, because I know a lot of people have been asking about the vitamin C. It does have vitamin C and E in it from the sea berry extract. Okay, so moving on from that, we're still hydrating and we're gonna go into this calming gel. Y'all, this is probably one of my favorite products because if you suffer with rosacea, you are somebody who needs this product. You need this product. I have known of at least 2 people who've started this product with immediate results within 24 hours. It's incredible. If you have redness, but rosacea especially is amazing. I get a little red around the nose, around here. You can see I have a little bit of redness on my eyes, and so I like to take this. It is a gel, and I really like to take this all over my skin. So it has the damask rose extract in it. What that does is, I mean, it kind of does everything. It's an astringent, it's a toner, it's an anti-inflammatory, anti-wrinkle, hydrating. I mean, it's a one-stop shop, right? In addition, it also has 24 karat gold flakes in it, which there's been research out there that says that it helps with absorption, which is amazing. And it also can help with skin elasticity, which I don't know about y'all, but once I hit 40, I'll take all the help I can get with that. And then it also has hyaluronic acid in it, which I think at this point everybody knows what that is. But remember, that is a humectant. Again, we're trying to keep you moisturized. We're trying to keep your skin hydrated. We don't want you to be oily. We want you to be hydrated. There's a big difference. The other thing that's really neat about this calming gel is that it has a 72-hour ability to keep you hydrated. 72 hours. It's incredible. Incredible. So again, this is one of those products, again, great for if you have like some spots that pop up maybe with acne that are irritated. You can spot treat those, and the rosacea and any type of like irritation, redness on the skin. Also for those that are suffering with a sunburn. I don't recommend getting one of those, but if you have one, just to let you know, it does help. Okay. All right, and it's not supposed to irritate the skin. That's kind of one of the things that came out of the derma test that they did, is that should not be irritating anybody's skin. Okay, so moving on, this kind of has dried, so we can move on. Now we're gonna go Boo Say Boo. You've heard about it a lot. I don't feel like I really need to go into the product itself as far as what it does. But just remember that giant byung pool leaf, which is like that miracle ingredient, and the Jeju water, it's really like the perfect marriage, right? It's the perfect marriage between the two of them. The other thing I wanted to mention is that what people don't realize is that this Boo also has niacinamide in it. And again, the Giant Byung Pool is also a brightener. It has a brightening effect. So if you have melasma and hyperpigmentation, you are going to see the benefits of this. Within 7 days, I saw a noticeable decrease in my sunspots, my hyperpigmentation, and my melasma. Again, I can't see comments, which is unfortunate, but if somebody could drop my before and after in the comments so people could see it, if one of the planners could do that, I think it would be really helpful to see just how well this product works. I suffered with horrific melasma. In particular, it was because I had come off birth control. And so I was immediately, my skin, my hormones just went nuts. So you'll see melasma a lot of times because of hormones. Like if you're pregnant, you'll also see it pop up with like sun damage. But mine was pretty horrific, to the point where I was embarrassed. Sorry, it might make me a little emotional. I was embarrassed. It made me sad, because before that I had like decent skin, and I felt like I couldn't leave the house without covering it, and it would take me forever to cover all of my skin and feel like I felt like myself. And so I had done all kinds of products. I spent so much money on lasers, on peels, on tretinoin, on that, what's it called, hydroquinone, that whitening thing that you do. I spent all kinds of money on products that claim to brighten and lighten the skin, and nothing, I mean, some things helped a little bit, but nothing really got rid of it, especially through my forehead and around the cheeks. It blew my mind that this product that is so affordable, after all the money that I spent, has already made changes in my skin, and so quickly. So again, going back to 3 to 7 days, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation around here, and it used to make me really uncomfortable, and now I look here and I'm like, I don't even notice anything anymore. But that was a journey that I had gone down, and that I was like just so ashamed of to have. And it's amazing, again, amazing to me. I keep using that word, but I don't know what else to use, that this product has done so much in such a long time. The fact that I can go online and people constantly talk about how good my skin is, how nice it looks, how bright it looks. I don't wear makeup. I haven't worn makeup for a week. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, moving along. Sorry, I got a little emotional there. Moving along. Let's go into this Active EX cream. This is another very, very important part of this line. So I went back talking about the melasma, hyperpigmentation, and having the need to brighten the skin. This also will be very important for that. It brightens while adding like elasticity to the skin, and it's also got like antioxidants in it, which is really cool. It's not greasy. It helps with your skin texture, which is really important. If you're somebody that has lumps and bumps and maybe from hyperpigmentation from acne or something like that, you're really gonna love this. I don't use a lot. I used a lot when I first started because I thought, I'm gonna bathe. I'm gonna bathe in this product. It's so amazing. And now I've realized that just because, again, it's affordable, it doesn't mean that I have to bathe in it. So I really like to massage this in. I put it on my lips. Anybody have those smoker's lines or straw lines around their lips? I'm telling you, you need to try this. It is really, really incredible. And I put it, again, on the eyelids. I put it anywhere and everywhere. And of course, I'm putting it on my hands because Nobody has time for old lady hands, kind of what Lori had said earlier today, okay? So this is, again, such a great product. I've had it 2 to 3 months now. I still got plenty left, y'all. So it goes a long way, alrighty? And again, that product is important for melasma and hyperpigmentation, and also for soothing and moisturizing the skin. That's really a big thing. This really is gonna lock everything in, and so that your skin stays hydrated. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to protection, which is very, very important, right? We know that protecting our skin from UVA and UVB rays, from the stuff in the air that gets into your pores is bad. We don't want any of that bad stuff on our skin, okay? So we need to use a sunscreen. Korean sunscreen is literally all over social media right now because it's just that good. And one of the things that's so amazing about this particular sunscreen is that it does have SPF 50. Reminder, that gives you like an extra 50 minutes before burning, which is great. This does not leave a white cast on your skin, which a lot of people like, and it absorbs into the skin. So it doesn't sit on top. It works by absorbing into the skin, and the heat of your skin actually creates the way that it stops the sun from damaging your skin. The neat thing about it is it does have hyaluronic acid. You notice a theme here. We're keeping you hydrated throughout the whole thing. There is a theme. And again, it's a humectant. We're keeping you moisturized. We don't want you to dry out. It does not make you greasy at all. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. Obviously, I'm not going to put it on before bed. I am in my jammies. But I want to show you just how easily it absorbs into the skin. And it leaves a really pretty glow. Right? So if you kind of look, there's a pretty glow to it, which I really, really love. And the other thing that I think is really kind of neat about this sunscreen that makes it very, very different is that it has birch sap in it. And one of the things that birch sap does is, again, it hydrates and it's also an anti-inflammatory. But why is that really cool about this is that if you get a sunburn, using this after your sunburn will actually soothe your skin. Like, what? It's so crazy, isn't it? So yes, so you absolutely need that product. And that's kind of one of the things that we really love about it being in this expert line. So this is not in the expert line, but I still just, again, I wanted to talk about the balm real quick because it really is one of those amazing products and it's so affordable. And I wish they had it with the expert line. They really need to because it's just, it's a must have. It's a great present for people if you know people that love having some type of balm. But this stuff, this is why you don't need eye cream. You don't need eye cream because you have this. It is got that giant Byung Poo leaf in it. There is no water in this. It's all oil based. So it does not evaporate on the skin. Again, holding in the moisture, getting back to that. And then it repairs the skin barrier. So this works really great on like fine lines and wrinkles. But this product, this one is one that everybody needs. All right, you guys. Well, I think that's it. I think we got through everything. I'm so grateful that you guys stopped in and I really, really appreciate it. Tomorrow, I believe it's going to be, let's see. Allison's going to be coming on tomorrow and she's going to be talking about the hair and body care. You needed to, I know people think that they're here for skincare, but you guys really need to listen about this hair care line and the body care line because everybody's raving about it because it's just so good and it's very different than anything else out in the market. So she's going to be on it tomorrow at 12. And then there are going to be some conversations about gut health as well as the collagen later on the day tomorrow. So last day is tomorrow and we'd love for you guys to join us. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful night.